Good afternoon. I'm Bryan's dad. Bryan's mother's right here. 4 years ago, after Bryan's untimely accident, we got together and wanted to come up with something so Bryan's legacy would live on. And it was suggested that we establish a scholarship. So that's why we're here. First thing is, I'd like to congratulate the cadets. I would like to thank John Galea and the Butte County staff, or Butte College staff and foundation, for their assistance in establishing this scholarship. And in the last 3 years, we have started, 3 years ago, we started the Bryan Zollner Memorial Scholarship Golf Tournament. June the 4th, we're going to be conducting our 4th. If there's any golfers out there interested, you can see me after. We use the proceeds from the golf tournament to help fund the scholarship. And I'm proud to announce tonight that tonight's scholarship will be increased $200 over the previous. And we hope to, every year or so, increase it a little bit more. Normally I tell a little bit about Bryan and award the scholarship, but I have the privilege to have one of Bryan's best friends, fellow firefighter and a person that he played with here. He's going to tell you a little bit about Bryan and award the scholarship tonight. Region Assistant Chief Dale Kingham.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate the cadets on a job well done. 19 weeks is a long time. It's an honor to be asked by the Zollners to make a presentation, and I'd like to thank them for giving me this ability to do it. It was tough for me to limit my speech about Bryan because he was my best friend, and he was so diverse in what he did. Now, this might be a little tough. I'll try to make this as short as possible, because I've been both in your seats and your seats out there thinking that, is this going to get done? We want to get to the celebration. I had the fortunate opportunity of knowing Bryan both as a colleague and, more importantly, as a friend. I met Bryan in 1994 during a supervision class. Through the years, our friendship grew both within and outside the department, and eventually I had the opportunity to work for Bryan. It was Bryan that convinced me that I had something more to give and that I should promote. Bryan and I played on an adult hardball league together, just two old men trying to hang on to their youth. Bryan would say, I'm still a good third baseman as long as it just takes a step and a lean. Bryan was a true friend. He was there in good times and bad times, always ready to help. Bryan never touted on his own accomplishments. He said a good firefighter lets his actions speak, and he walks in humility. So I'll tell you about Bryan. Bryan was born in Oroville, California, August 7, 1962. He graduated from Las Plumas High School in Oroville in 1980. Bryan embarked on his career in 1980 as a paid call firefighter in Butte Unit of the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection, now CAL FIRE. He attended Butte College. During Bryan's 26-year career, he worked for the Oroville Fire Department, Yuba City Fire Department, and CAL FIRE. He worked his way up through the ranks in the following positions: paid call firefighter, seasonal firefighter, limited tube firefighter, firefighter 2, limited term fire apparatus engineer, permanent firefighter 2, fire apparatus engineer, fire captain, battalion chief, deputy chief, assistant chief, and staff chief. Bryan did it all. Bryan was a sworn peace officer. He was #1 in his class at the Post Academy out of Ione. He held the following positions on fire management teams: Operations Section Chief, Plan Section Chief, and Incident Commander. In 1998, Bryan received the State California Gold Medal of Valor for an off-duty rescue of a child in a burning structure in Riverside County. Some of the other awards that Bryan received during his career: the Cal Fire Director Superior Accomplishment Award, California Governor's Clarity Award, Firehouse Magazine's Medal of Valor, and salutatorian Cal Fire Basic Fire Control Class of '98. In addition to Bryan's firefighting career, he loved hunting waterfowl, hiking, fishing, and still participated in the Hardball League in Redding. Bryan was a third-generation firefighter. His son, Ty, is also following in his footsteps. He's now a firefighter with CAL FIRE. His daughter's in the U.S. Army Airborne Division, specializing in intelligence. Bryan died in the line of duty on April 12, 2007, at the age of 44. Bryan was an instructor at the CAL FIRE Academy, and in his honor, they've named a street down there for him in a simulation area. At Bryan's memorial service, the director of CAL FIRE spoke of Bryan as a rising star in the fire service, who was admired and respected by all who worked with him and for him. He loved the fire service, the firefighters he worked with. Bryan showed his work ethics and how he handled his everyday duties in the fire department and his leadership skills when things got tough. Bryan wasn't about being the best, but about doing your best. He believed he believed everyone had something to offer. It was finding out what it was and bringing it out into the open. That's what made him a great leader. Bryan was a friend and a mentor to many people, including myself and my son. To this day, I come across situations that I stop and think, how would Bryan handle this? Bryan is missed every day by his family, friends, and especially his fire family. Before I present this scholarship, I'd like to leave this last quote that reminds me so much of Bryan. True heroism is remarkably sober, very undramatic. It is not the urge to surpass all others at whatever cost. It's the urge to serve others at whatever the cost. This was Bryan Zollner. Now I'd like to present the Bryan K. Zollner Memorial Scholarship to Kyle Sensiba. And here's the important stuff. Here's the